how's it going? It's Miyoko from Japan. Welcome back to my channel. I'm live from Fukuoka Prefecture, Japan. Okay, I hope you guys are awake. It's 4 in the afternoon here in Japan. Like, why, Yoko, why? I'm always late. I am so sorry. And I don't have any idea what to talk about today because this past 2 weeks or so, I think, Japan and like Japanese people and American people are having like cultural interaction on X, and I've been just following that instead of the regular news and so on. So, first, hello, thanks for coming, Kim-sama. It's just you and me. What do you want to talk about? Can I apply this? Because it looks probably really good. Yay, howdy! Hello! Thanks for coming. Hi from Sweden. Yay! Thank you so much. Hello, Yoko. Hello, 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 V-E. Do you know Ashley Simpson? I used to listen to that. Super chat, Raiden-san! Arigato! めっちゃ嬉しい. Hi, Yoko senpai. Hi! Hello from Japan. Do you want to see my beautiful flower? Which is more beautiful, me or the flower? This is a trick question. I'm just kidding. I actually do you want to hear something a little negative? Well, you have no choice, I have to say. The other day, I went to a funeral of my friend, but very like my parents' age, really older generation, like 70 something years old, and he had cancer for a while. But yeah, he went to the other side, and that's why my husband and I, we got a car. Like we didn't get a car. Like we rented a car and went to. Sorry, randomly combing my hair because it looks bad. We went to another prefecture in the countryside because that's where his temple is located. So he was a famous person in the field. Like he was a, what would be the translation? Like a monk. He owned the temple, and it's not the temple I posted a picture of on X. His temple is like bigger. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. And we went there. We rented a car. We went there. We reunited of some people and blah blah blah. Anyway, so I guess I was kind of busy this week, and that's why those are my excuses for not knowing what to talk about in this live stream. So if you have questions, let me know. Okay, enjoying the merging of the world with Japan. Yeah. Western booze, American and American barbecues must be the hot new trend in Japan. Yeah, it's not fading away, but I have been seeing the like a development, development of that interaction, and now I see people talking about like a Coca-Cola, Coke, and what like peanut, like they Americans are saying like this type of like, is it bean? Is it called a bean? And it's Coca-Cola, and then you put peanut in a little bit, and then you drink it, and it's supposed to be good or something. And then the local people, like I guess it's a Southern American thing. Like I mean Americans in the South, the Southern culture. It seems. And they are saying that you have to make sure that it's not the glass, but you have to put in a bin. I don't know what's the differences, but yeah. And then Japanese people are trying it out, of course, in a glass. And yeah. And then this is the I think lower house Republican politician from Georgia or somewhere posted a video of how to do it, and everyone in Japan is rather interested in how he opened that thing with a flip of a finger. And we are sure though that it was pre-opened, but yeah. America has booze. How do you pronounce that? I know that word, but I don't know how to read it. Weebles or weeboos. Japan has Western boobs, cowboys. Yeah, I keep seeing that all over X. Yeah, that's not really common in the U.S., but it's good. Oh, it's actually good. Like, is it? Does it melt the peanut a little bit or something? I don't know how it works, but yeah. And also, there has been, I see that people are a little arguing or discuss, like debating about Christianity and Shinto. And I'm like, oh no, don't go there, you know? Amayokobu. Yay. What, how do you read? I need to check that pronunciation real quick. Let me. I need to get a new phone because it's so heavy. Like I don't have enough memory on this phone anymore. なんだっけ。We 発音. Sorry, I gotta. How to read it? Weeaboo. Weeaboo. Why boo though? What? Where did the boo thing, boo at the end come from? Weeb. Like I hear weeb. Weeaboo. Peekaboo. What is that? Hello, 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 hello. Thanks for coming. Let's see. I love Japan, best country ever. Yay! Thank you so much. But I love America though. Just so you know. I love my country, but I love America too. American culture and the people who are creating it. You guys are awesome. I saw the Mario Galaxy movie the other day. Ooh, sounds fun. The savory quality of the peanuts cuts down on the sweetness. I see. Remember the cowboy boy guy from Kaku Ninja? What? I made a mistake of just telling some Japanese people on X why religious people try to convert others, and a lot of them freaked out. They thought I was trying to convert them. I wasn't. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Things like that happen. You know why? Because I guess that Japanese people get like, I don't know, like a kind of emotional or like a protective of themselves, because what happens on X is that I've experienced this before too, but I wrote something about religion and then like I couldn't translate it well, I guess. Like it's not the matter of English. It's about how to tell that story, right? Like you have to explain in the right way or else like it's a sensitive things that people get emotional, and then so Americans or like all the other people would flood into my post, and then like a lot of negative or those replies were something for me. It was not, they were not really positive to me, and then it just came one after another flooding into my to my post. And so like when I tried to read it, like everything sounded the same, even though if I read them with a calm mind, like a day later or something, then I would probably be able to read. But then right at the moment though, like I felt that I was being attacked and I couldn't think straight, and then I was like, ah! Right? So probably the same thing was happening to whoever that the Japanese person was. It happens on social media. Yeah, because other people, like probably it's not you, but other people are probably, trying to convert the person or something. Yeah, but it's but I was pondering on it yesterday after I saw all the religious debate between Japanese people and American people, and I thought of something that, like, Japanese Shinto, like our culture, our religious belief, is here in the way it is because of the backgrounds of all the, like, everything, including like geographic things and like we have natural disasters and everything, and it has the best chemistry with beliefs like Shinto. But in America, probably, I don't know about, like, what do you call the people now? Like Native Americans? I don't know what the term is, the right term is, but like they probably had different beliefs, right? And American people found America, built the country, and then you guys are Christian, and then you formed this gigantic country, the United States of America. And in order to, have like unite all the big land and the people, you need Christianity. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if I was born there in the United States, I would probably have a different set of minds, and some belief that will suit the land. But in Japan, I guess we have different premises, and that's probably part of the reasons why we are the way we are. And back in the day, Christian people came to Japan, like a Zabier. And they tried to spread Christianity in Japan and didn't spread. And I think it's more than what we want to believe and so on, but like it has a lot to do with how our country is, like with a natural aspect and everything too, if you know what I mean. Because if we have natural disasters and we need to calm down our deities, right? Like, please calm down, no more shakes, And then Shinto has a good chemistry. Oh, anyway, I would appreciate your super chat. Oh, I do have super chat. Thank you so much. Have you considered traveling to Guam? I have thought about it many times. Guam would be good. Hawaii too. You can travel to America while being near Japan. I noticed a lot of Japanese tourists there. Yeah, Guam was hot when like a great place to visit when I was like in elementary school. Like those who a little older, so when I was in elementary school, the young adults were going to Guam. One of my teachers was just, I don't know, would be the expression? Like she didn't stop talking about Guam because she went there and she is like repeatedly visiting Guam, and she would talk about it during a class, and early on I knew like what Guam was. Oh, Guam, a place to visit, that sounds nice. I was kind of brainwashed by the teacher too in a good way. And but like growing up too, she was kind of young, like she was probably in like 20 something years old at the time, and those who are older than her were visiting Hawaii for having wedding ceremony of their own, because we were in like Japanese people were influenced by Hollywood movies, and in Hollywood movies, of course you guys are American, and you are Christian, and you have a wedding in a Christian way, and that looks so cool, to Japanese eyes. And so many people, like, even though we are religious, we have a different types of religion, so it doesn't really, like, we don't mind, getting influenced here and there by other religions. And so many older generations would have a wedding in Hawaii and so on. And yeah, and probably a little bit older people were traveling to the United States, like mainland, and also Europe and so on. But yeah, right now though, of course, like we can't travel too far. There are rich people in Japan as well, and those who have like worked so hard to save money, and they are probably enjoying like traveling around, but not everybody can afford it, so close range is good for us. But what is happening though, for the past decade or so, we were going to Guam or Hawaii, but now young people like those who are in their 20s or 30s, they are go visiting South Korea because it's just right there. And Korean people come to Japan too, but like Japan and South Korea, we are becoming very close. So we gotta fix the economy. We really gotta fix the economy so that we like it's easy for Americans and Westerners to visit Japan right now, probably because Japan is like much less expensive right now. But I hope that it will change soon so that we can go to other countries. Otaku is a better name, in my opinion. Otaku, yeah. Weeaboo is a word we use to describe Americans who are obsessed with Japan to an extreme degree. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, pink super chat. What? Thank you so much. What is the number though? 64.78. I wonder if that number has a specific meaning. Thank you so much. You just made my day. Thank you. Thank you so much. No comment though. I just see the pink super chat. I love that color. By the way, I have a flower here. It kind of matches the super chat. I put these flowers into it. Oh, because I was talking about funeral, because after the funeral, I mean, for the funeral that I attended recently, there were lots of flowers, and then they give out the flowers at the end, and because they don't want to throw it away, so I got some. It's everywhere in my house, by the way. There are big, much bigger ones. But yeah, thank you so much. What do you want me to talk about? I really like this. It's on my screen. I'm using my iPad, but on the screen, the pink super chat is shining at the top left corner. Yay. Okay. Hello from Los Angeles. Hello. Man, should I visit Los Angeles one day? I'll be scared though of like being robbed or something. But then I don't have money. Let's see. I love how Japan has created a well-functioning society without Christianity. It shows there's another way. Oh, that's true too. I mean, we have to form this society because we can't live alone. Like seriously, I keep saying, but like natural disasters in Japan are so heavy and strong and so scary that we are like, we gotta stick together and then have an order at the same time, you know. So it's collectivism. It has to be that way, or else we cannot survive. So, but Christian nations, I guess, has like when I imagine or picture like a very conservative town in Texas or something, you know, with people believing in Christianity and so on. I know that the local people have a good community where everybody knows each other and so on. And so it's not necessarily like a collectivism versus individualism, because I don't think that like a traditional Christian community is like that. But yeah, but our deities, by the way, Japanese people have been at least like what I can see on X is that many Japanese people are having trouble describing our deities. They don't know the English words deities, because I learned myself like recently too through a Tibetan friend that I have, because he wrote about it, like his like Tibetan deities and so on, and I was like, deities, what is that? And I look it up, and I was like, oh, I should talk about our like gods. I was saying like gods in Japan, and oh, deities make sense, and I started to use that term. But anyway, I should ramble on that more. But I see super chat. Thank you so much. Do you think Japan will do better money wise with the connection over X, or with the connection over X, or if there will be more connection language wise in the world with Japan? What? I don't quite get the question. Traditional Christian communities should be a mix of group and individual. Money wise? No, more connection language wise. No. Can you paraphrase that? Sorry. It's difficult to understand. Like, if there will be, do you think with the greater connection over X, there might be a benefit to Japan economically? Oh, I see, I see, I see. I think so, because I was thinking like, the picture I posted on X with a cowboy hat, but some people are pointing out that's like Australian. It's not my hat; it's my husband's hat, and but he bought it in America though. But I guess the kind was Australian or something. But anyway, so then I thought like, when I saw like cowboy looking dudes from the southern side of America, I was like, oh, I want a hat too. And then I thought of where I can get it. Like I had it, I had my husband's hat at home, but it's hard to look for that in Japan. And I was like, why won't America just, export that, because it would be so fun. And it's in the summer, by the way, Japanese people are having a lot of problems, because the heat has been really intense over the, I don't know, several years, and we need a good hat. And I think that like the cowboy hat would do well. So like I realized that like a business type of thing, like, oh, Americans should export that to here, and more on a like something that we can incorporate to our daily lives and so on. So yeah. And then like, the food culture exchange is happening, and I saw this American guy, like the barbecue guy. He's making onigiri, like rice bowl, Japanese rice bowl, and he heard about it through our people on X. We have a culture that when we Japanese people do yakiniku, like a grilled thing, like barbecue-ish things, we when we have meat and so on, we use sauce, right? But then the sauce is really, it has a strong taste. So then we want something to neutralize that. So we love white rice. So we make a rice bowl and then grill it together, like right next to the meat and so on. And then it has a crispy thing at the, the both ends, and it tastes good with the sauce too. So we eat that. But I saw this American guy creating his own onigiri, like rice bowl, and he was doing it in our way too. Just grilling, but then he put cheese and like some things on the top, and I thought like, oh, that's like a new invention. Like I might be like witnessing this new cultural moment, that the new culture beginning in America. And then at the same time, though, like we could make that sort of product here. So it's like we are inventing new things together and so on too. Yeah. Do you think that there might be a growing connection between Japan and the rest of the world, which will help foster greater economic growth for Japan? Yeah. What the bright side of this interaction, by the way, politically, is that we are realizing that our left-leaning media and all the experts talking about like Western world, saying like, oh, in the world or in Western world, this is how they do it. Japan is so behind and blah blah blah. Like we kept hearing that, and then we are realizing that Japan, as it is actually loved by other countries, and we are just we're so happy about it. And I think it's vice versa though. Yeah, it's a mutual thing, and it's and politically too. Japan has been. I told you many times before, but for the past year or so, we've had national level elections, both House of like upper house, lower house elections, and it has come to our attention that China and Russia, especially Russia, has started to use AI to pretend to be. It's not pretending to be Japanese. They find some stupid comments on X written by Japanese people, and then they use like Russian bots and it's like a farming thing that they do on social media, that they can amplify using many bots to make it viral. And then when people in Japan see that, we would assume it's organic, and then we think that, oh, it's influential, like it's the thing that we should listen to because it has many numbers. That's the way to think about this issue. And then so we get brainwashed, and that has been the pattern. And so yeah, it's been bad. And often Russia, though, as I introduced to you before, for example, on August 6th and 9th, which is when the atomic bombs were dropped, Russian embassy always write like, oh, the atomic bombs were horrible, and all Americans are savage, and blah blah blah, all the negative things about America. And by that, they are basically trying to divide Japan and the US, right? Because they want to divide and conquer. And they were doing that. But now we can just overcome that by like through our friendship. And so it's such a positive thing, I think, that is happening through the interaction on X. Yes. And yeah, economically, I don't know how economically other than what I talked about. I wonder if there are other ways. Ahoy, beautiful people! Hello, thanks for coming. Man, I'm distracted by my hair today. Is it humid here? In Japan, the humidity makes the hair like it's bad. What do you think about all the attention Japanese X is getting in the US right now? I am happy about it. Like, as a Japanese person living in Japan, as I told you before, like I feel kind of isolated from the world. It is good that we are surrounded by the ocean and we are safe that way, but it's kind of lonely to live on an island. So I think the presence of Japan is growing bigger, and that it's really politically, it does a lot of good things to our country. So that's good. That's good, and it's usually positive things that people are talking about. So Japanese politicians and bureaucrats, they really suck at spreading the good things about Japan, because they just don't know what like normal people, ordinary people, like not elite type of people think and what the rest of the world think and so on. They don't have the good sense. They just know how to be an elite in Japan, so they don't know how to speak to people in the world. But now it's changing, so it's good. Oh, super chat! Thank you so much, Nick. If being a yokobu is wrong, I don't want to be right. Yay. Yokobu. Is it boo? Boo. We are boo. We are. Is it boo, right? I'm already forgetting. Boo. Boo, 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 boo. Okay. Peekaboo. Okay. Peekaboo. Yoko looks cityful. What is cityful? Look for cowboy hats that say Beaver 6. What does it mean? One scary thing about the auto translate between Japan and America on X that it reduces friction for the English internet foreign influence operations. I hope that doesn't bleed into Japan. Frictional for the English internet foreign influence operations. I'm not quite getting that. I'm sorry. What they are they saying? Japan is left behind about like our leftists in Japan like the idea of like Finland and Sweden and so on, where the taxation is high and it's basically like socialism, you know. Sorry if my take is wrong about socialism, but that through I don't know, from what I can tell, what the liberals here are saying is that we should have like a socialism influenced country where everyone is like the society has a system to nurture little children and so on, that women can work and everything, that it's the society is the foundation, it's not really about freedom and so on. And but then conservatives in Japan of course like say things like that the taxation is extreme and we don't want that. But at the same time though, like Japan is experiencing a low birth rate, and the government is now saying that or I think they have already changed the system that like high schools are free now in Japan, I think. I hope you just do the research by yourself. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with what's going on. But yeah, the direction is that we want to make things free, like school, like education and so on. And it does make sense. And it's partially it's a good tendency, because it's important that the government actually invest in human resources of Japan, because we need smart people who can establish AI systems and so on. Those who can work in really advanced technology kind of companies and so on. But the problem is that we would understand if our schools, like high schools, became like public high schools becoming free. That makes sense. But they are making like private owned schools free as well, and it doesn't make sense because it's supposed to be business. So why are we giving money to like private businesses? So weird. Anyway, oh, super chat, thank you so much. Futa manga is awesome. What is futa? Sorry. What? Futa. What is futa? I know only like Huta. There was a dog named Huta, but. What is that? I don't get a hit. What does it mean? Are those stuff? What's great about Japan, by the way, is that we have freedom, like freedom of expression is everything. And that's why when Elon Musk opened up our X to the world, many people were showing concerns that we have our manga, like our comic books and anime, can be a little dirty, or like it's beyond common sense level. It can be really naughty, dirty, that sort of, or kinky, whatever, like that. And often the characters, like female characters, are depicted in such a like a childish way. Like the characters look like a little children, and then but it's sexy at the same time. And many nerds in Japan were concerned that, oh, but in the West, like what it's called, a lolicon, or something, that like if you look at teenagers or little children in a sexual way, it's really terrible, right? Like it's a taboo, right, in the West. So we are really hoping that the Western people will not look at our expression in that way, because it's just that we are just crazy in our mind or in our head. We just want to do whatever, in a free way, because we have a suppressed society that everything is like we obey the rule all the time. If you stand out a little bit, you get hammered down, and you can't do anything crazy here. And it's hard to maintain this society, like high trust society. It takes efforts, a lot of efforts, and we get frustrated. And so when it comes to like expression and so on, we are like, "Wah!" does everything. So, yeah. Shotakun. Yeah, I hear that, but I don't really remember the terms. But yeah, the international credit card company censorship over Japanese companies is a scary thing to do. Oh yeah, I heard about it too. Yeah, I love the way Japan is. I don't want it to turn into my home country, Australia, where everything is taxed so high and mass immigration. It's interesting you said that, because it's been a problem that young Japanese people go to Australia to make money nowadays. It's so sad. Like, I thought that our country was doing well, but of course, like as you probably know, our economy is not good right now. Like, it's kind of good, but like our like ordinary people's ordinary life, everyday life, it's hard to live. Everything is expensive, and we are not getting paid enough, and it's really difficult. But so now, like some young people go to Australia for a while, make money, and then come back to Japan. And it's sad to see that, because we thought that that was like what Eastern, like no offense to Eastern Asian people, but like Eastern Asian people would come to Japan and make money and then send the money to their homes and so on, because it's more expensive here. But then Japan has declined, we feel. So yeah. So one race of the immigration is Japanese people in Australia. So sorry for that. But yeah. But I hear you. It's ridiculous that the immigrants in Japan. By the way, when conservative or right wing people talk about like talking the way like talking a negative way about immigration, the immigrants in Japan, like I don't know if immigrants in Japan would say like, oh, we are paying the tax for Japan and so on. But then the truth is that they are using our infrastructure and everything. So they need to pay for what they're using, right? And that's just common sense. But they're like, oh, I'm paying for the taxation. So I am Japanese, equal to Japanese and so on. And it's not. Yeah. Hey, greetings from Greece. Hello. Thanks for coming. Oh, Greece would be a great place to visit. Like Japanese people have this, like I think Greek mythology is something that like we Japanese people are like we are fascinated by, and it's often depicted in our anime. Yeah. Happy Easter to Christian. Oh, true. Happy Easter. Are you gonna egg hunt? The Lord has risen. Yay! By the way, many people on X, like Japanese people on X, were trying to explain that, like, a Japanese belief that when Japanese people generally just believe in everything, even if it contradicts. We don't deny our other religions. We just hear it, and we hear the story and the beliefs, and we are like, okay, that might be true, and we respect that. But when we are told to think in that way only, like to basically like try to convert us, then we have a rejection. So, and some people are saying that if but Christian people, like very passionate people, would want the people in the world to convert to Christianity. And some Japanese people were saying that if that's the case, instead of just pointing out or like telling us that we are thinking in the wrong way and that we don't know things, then you should drop it and rather just introduce the background of your religion or like what you do with Christian values and so on. And then we would be interested in Christianity. So I hope that people will direct themselves to that way rather than like, oh, like try to convert and so on. Greetings from near Cleveland, Ohio, USA. Yay! Hello! Thanks for tuning in. Is it late there? I mean, it is, right? But yeah. But yeah, right now though, like the religious debate that I'm seeing on X, it's interesting because it's like basically like if Christian people wanted to convert Japanese people, then that to me that sounds like, for example, if you're a guy and you're talking to a girl you like, and you're saying like, "Oh, you're ugly. Let's go out together." Because yeah, your understanding sucks, but blah blah. So you shouldn't do that. Yeah. Yeah, the thing about Christian people, at least like from like I've met a lot of Christian people through political activities, and it's really great that we the common thing that we have is that we are against communism. We want to have faith, and we want to you know yeah, we want to have faith, so we don't want that to be taken away. And yeah, are you Christian? No, I believe in Shinto, but then the Christianity teachings and the backgrounds and so on, it really interests me. So I'm still like, you have to know what you're talking about when you want to judge that thing. I still don't know about Christianity. I have to be honest. Like I know the basic, like somewhat basic idea of it, but I don't know enough. But I have watched a lot of Christian movies though. My husband, he's Japanese, but he went to Catholic kindergarten, and then he went to Protestant junior high school and high school, like middle school and high school. So he knows a lot about Christianity, and he taught me a lot about the good movies and so on. So we watched together many of them. I really like the Ten Commandments movie. It was so cool. Beast husband, yeah. And then I really like the story about the Moses, like the ocean, oh, like open. It's so cool. Yeah. Yep. But it's like, believing in Shinto doesn't mean that I have to deny Christianity. At least that's what Shinto is. We just believe in everything. And also, my husband was pointing out that, with Christianity, from what I've heard, like you talk about the beginning of this world or something, right? But in Japanese records, what we hear is from, like, where it starts is the world had already begun. The world, like the how do I translate that? Like a very top world, or like, above world, and then the middle world, and then the low, like our world, and it's already there. That's when our story starts. So maybe it doesn't contradict. Who knows? But you know, I don't know. What are your thoughts on Hinduism? I don't know much about it, but Japan is influenced by that, I think. I'm in the cult of Yoko. She's the one true goddess. Oh, that's nice to hear. Thank you. Yeah, what should I talk about? Oh, and if you want to understand Shinto, my husband told me before that you know, like you know Star Wars, right? Star Wars movie, and you see the Force. May the Force be with you. You see the like Yoda and Obi-Wan and everyone, like a kind of like a ghost, but like as a force, right? That's our deities. And that's I really like that movie series because it's showing Japanese Shinto in such a good way, like don't think, feel. You gotta feel, like it's not logic. It's kind of logical, but at least like how we perceive Shinto is that we just feel things, and we don't have a like a logic written in a Bible or anything. We don't have a Bible. That's why when you ask a Japanese person about what Shinto is, like the answers will vary. So, yes. Has a single person found the Lord because of spammers in the chat? What? There's a spammer? Like, I don't know how I'm reading the chat. Like, I just jump on what catches my eyes. Sorry if the chat is not, I don't know, say, what's the word? Peaceful. It's about the people. Some Christian people are good, some are BS. The same goes to Shinto people, though. Yeah. Someone on X was actually pointing out that if, like, it's a mean way to say it, but like I guess the Japanese person was kind of tired of like all the convert to Christian kind of comments, and the person was saying that if you want us to convert to Christian, then you have to be good. Like if you're beautiful minded, like a good person, and then we would just naturally drawn to you, and we will try to understand where it comes from and so on. So that was the whatever I was seeing on X was like that. Torii gates everywhere. Yeah. No spammer here, but in many chats there are Christians not shutting up about religion regardless of topic. Really? Like seriously, like they bring down the reputation of Christian people, so they should stop that. But but I think though that America's soft power is really strong. Like even today, like or every day actually. Like I'm the kind of person that wakes up hours before I need to go out, and in the morning when I wake up in the morning, though, like I wake up and then I need my coffee time to like just you gotta concentrate for the day, right? And then so I have a cup of coffee and then I watch Netflix or YouTube to listen to English because it feels good when I listen to American English. And when I watch Netflix shows, though, I know that you guys don't like Netflix shows, but that's something that I can afford. So like I like to watch to just to you know to get used to American culture. And then depending on the show, though, sometimes they include the scenes where the main characters go to church and hear the teachings, and also like there can be like a funeral scene and they go to church and also like to the grave and blah blah blah. And when I see that, like even though it's supposed to be different from what I believe in and so on, but like I don't actually care when I watch that sort of stuff. And I like something grows in me, like that's that's a cool way to do it. Or like it's a I don't know how to articulate that, like I don't know how to verbalize, but like it's a like I get the sense, when I see that sort of like religiously influenced scenes. And I think it's cool. And it has grown into me, like what it's like to go to church on a Sunday, and then where the local community is like warm and everybody, and you go to the church together and then have a session or something. And then yeah, and it's such a warm vibe. And it's like I think it's important to communicate with your local people on a daily basis. And then you guys have like I see Christian people helping the homeless people and so on. And also like when you want to let go of the clothes that you have worn for a while, you want to let them go, but then you give it to the church or something. And then I've seen scenes like that. And I think it's such a great thing, it's such a great system and a great belief. And when I see stuff like that, I'm like, oh, like I open up to Christianity. And so probably you guys should do that more. The soft power is something that you should focus on. Yeah. I'll wake up as late as possible. Actually, me too. Like when I don't have anything to do, I mean, I do, but like I don't have to be bound by time. Like when I can pick and choose when to do things, I usually wake up around noon, which I probably did today. And then so I think my time is like my body is adjusted to go to sleep at 3 in the morning and then wake up at noon. And yes, I sleep a lot, but yeah. Many religions have people who try to convert. There's a fancy word for that, like missionaries. Yeah, I've met missionaries here from the Mormon church. There's one in Fukuoka. Evangelists and proselytizers. They can be over eager and frustrating at times. Yeah. Japanese, Japanese is pretty rad to listen to. Oh, I'm glad you think that. Getting late night, good afternoon. Oh, Super Chat, thank you so much. Good morning, Yoko. Haven't watched in a bit. Oh, glad you came back. Hope you and your husband are doing well. Much love from your friends in the US. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming back. You should visit more often. Just saying. Yeah. Not the moments. No, but those kids are good people though, the Mormon people. Good people. Musicians too. So that's why I was working in a music instrument store at the mall, and they came as customers. And then, of course, they told me to come to their English lessons at their church, and it turns out it was not really about the English English lessons. It was more about making me watch the videotape to talk about afterlife and so on. And I was refuting everything. Yeah, but they thought about everything I said together, so that was cool. Mormons go to the craziest places on earth and do not give up respect. Yeah, like that. I think that's the part of what they have to do as a training or something, because I think it's Christian related, but like in Japan we have a lot of like new religious groups, right? And one of them is I see one of them often in town, because usually two of them stand like where people are passing by. They just stand, and of course, like they are like we ordinary people. Just when we look at them, we are like, like not a good impression, because they appear to be kind of crazy, and then but they just keep standing there to show that they believe in this, and then if there is somebody that is interested, they're going to give out the pamphlet or flyer, but they just keep standing. Well, like they wear something like a nice clothes and then stand there and then just there. I don't know how to explain it. They're just standing there, and yeah, and then two other people are watching over just to see how they are doing and so on. Like a lot of trainings, I guess, goes like happen in that sort of environment. Yeah. What else to talk about? There are many different schools of thought among Christianity. Interesting. But evangelica. Wait, how do I say that? The word. Evangelical. Evangelical people are the big support group of Trump administration, right? And I hear that evangelical people and Jewish people are backing Trump's attack on Iran, and that it's, of course, Trump wants to have the support from them for the midterms that is coming up this year, and then also, or rather, in July, you guys are gonna have the 250th anniversary of America. So before that, Trump wants to do something, and so it's all related to politics. So that's interesting to me. Om Shinrikyo. Om Shinrikyo became I think they stopped that, they ended the name. They are now called Aleph, and they're still active. But no, they're not. We have many religious groups in Japan. Many of them are either Buddhists or Christian. But what's interesting is that I told you before, but in Japan, when we have like foreign religions, it often, it has to get localized, right? Or else like Japanese people will not join. So what happens is that even in Christian religious groups, like new groups, uh, they have the culture of what's the word? Like worshiping our ancestors. Like Japan is all about ancestor. It's the nature worshiping and ancestor worshiping, and those two must be there to catch the heart of Japanese people. So yeah, even Christianity groups in Japan, like, oh, ancestral worship. Thank you for your English lesson. Yeah, ancestral worship is something that they do. I think we're a mixed group, but mostly evangelical Christians. Mostly? Okay. I'm not religious myself, but I like to explore different religions from around the world. I think that understanding of the dominant religion in a country is most important to understand culture. Yeah, it is really, yeah. Because, for example, Japanese people, before we eat, we do this and say itadakimasu. What we are saying is like Christian people, I imagine that you guys kind of, hold hands and pray and so on before you eat. And you are thanking your God about the food and, all the involvement and so on. But in Japan, we are thinking about the food as a sacrifice that let us go on with our lives. We are basically taking taking their lives, of the food, like chickens and everything. They were living, they were alive, but we killed them. And we're like, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna eat you, kind of thing. Like, thank you for your life, that they have given to us. Sorry, my throat. So that's interesting, right? But we do that because we believe that everything has a soul, or not soul, like a spirit. I still don't know how to say this correctly, but Japanese people believe that everything has a spirit living in, like a spirit. Everything has a spirit, right? We are a spirit too, but living in this human body. So when we die, we just no longer have a body anymore. We are here, you know. So just like that, all the things have spirits, and we have to cherish them. And so for foods, we say like, "Oh, thank you," right? Yeah, and it's attached to our beliefs. Yeah, well, somewhere between Lutheran and Catholic. What is Lutheran? Even objects have a soul. Yeah. In that case, that would be soul. It's so hard to think about the terms like soul, spirit, and but soul and spirits are different though. But I guess that's, yeah, spirit is more like an energy. I don't know. So confusing. And we have a concept called kokoro. Like it could mean like mind and heart, kokoro, but it's a little different though. Kokoro. So it's basically the casing for your spiritual identity. Soul. Because my understanding of this world is that my soul is actually somewhere in a different place, and then I'm accessing this world, and then I have my spirit living in here, but like it's like a soul is remote working here in an avatar, if you know what I mean. So maybe I need to change that recognition. I don't know. Where do you get that belief, Yoko? Which belief? The one that I just said? Bro, astral projecting for life. Is haiku like meditation too? No, haiku is something that you are probably like you are equal under God probably, but we are the type of race that are equal through our expressions like haiku, that even our emperor and low class people can do the same thing. It's it's so hard to talk about it. I don't know how to explain, but yeah, like if you go back in history, like Japanese people read, or I mean wrote that those haiku things, and it's combined. Like we have a compilation of like all the like regular ordinary people and emperors all combined together, and yeah, we are like the same people. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but yeah, but haiku is more of a sophistication though. Like you it's just a culture, like writing songs similar to that, but it has limitation of the sound, like a what's the word, like a vowel, not vowels, but the sound, 5 sounds, 7 sounds, and 5 sounds, and so on. And yeah, with the limitations, we try to express as much as we can, and it's if we can say it in a compact way, we are like, wow, that's impressive, right? And we Japanese people all were doing that from a long, long time ago. And today we go on Twitter or X, I mean, we go on X, and then it's like 140 letters for us. And in the limited, word counts, we do our best to express, and that's challenging, but at the same time, it's fun for us. So probably that's why part of the reasons why Japanese people like to post. We were talking about quantum entanglement. Oh yeah, probably. Quantum physics has nothing to do with the spiritual world. Interesting. I found out this week that Japanese people didn't know American had mottos. Mottos? What do you mean? One nation under God, or guys, do you say the allegiance? What's the word? Like, oh, sayings. Oh, I see. That's crazy. Like you guys have many great quotes and sayings. What's the thing? What? I'm trying to look up something. Oh, pledge of allegiance. Sorry, I don't know that. I'm supposed to know that. I'm so sorry for not knowing that pronunciation. I'm so stupid sometimes. Like, allegiance. Allegiance. Oh, thank you for the pronunciation guide. Yeah. Do you do that in school, like in the morning when you go to school? Because that's what I heard. Like there is a your national flag in a classroom, and then you say that. Is that true? Or did you stop? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, invisible with liberty and justice for all. Cool. That's so cool. I did I did a pledge every day in elementary school, primary school. Ooh. I'm not sure if they stopped to be less intolerant. Because when I hear it, like, I don't know, it's such a superficial take, but I think it's cool. you know, it's cool because we don't have that sort of things. I mean, we might have, but everything stopped when we lost the war. So I'm glad to hear Japan is becoming more strict on visitors. Yeah, it's so shameful for me when I see fellow Americans going there and misbehaving. Japanese people and culture deserves respect from its guests. Thank you so much for your kind comment. But to us Japanese, though, the people that are causing troubles are not really Americans. It's fundamentally Chinese people and sometimes Koreans, but it's Korean what impression is like declining. I think it's Chinese and Vietnamese and all the other Eastern Asian people in Japan that become problematic often. So American people, it's rare that like people get on the news for annoying the local people and so on or committing crime. It's usually Chinese, Vietnamese, and other countries. But speaking of which, though, I saw that like it's actually from Dazaifu of Fukuoka, like where I live. Like I live in Fukuoka. Dazaifu is not too far from here. Like Chinese people are not having a good manner while doing hanami, like cherry blossom viewing. Where was that? Let me check real quick. I can probably get a hit. Oh yeah, this one. Like they dance around Baku Hanami. I don't know how to translate that. Let me translate this because I want you to know about this. I should make a post about this later. I'm gonna ask AI to translate. Singing and dancing explosive hanami, cherry blossom viewing, turning into over tourism nuisance. Residents frustrated by disruptive behavior. The Chinese embassy had previously issued a warning. Yes, so they just don't behave in the right way. Chinese people, they're causing troubles. Basically, they are loud, dancing, singing, while Japanese people are quietly enjoying the view of cherry blossoms. And Japanese people have called the city hall of Dazaifu to complain. And then the Chinese group, though, they say that, oh, it's the Chinese version of hanami to sing and dance. And who cares? This is Japan. And other people, Chinese people, though, like they didn't know that Japan prohibits from using fire, to warm up things and so on because it's dangerous, right? But Chinese people eat warm dishes, so that's what they said, and it's stupid. It's stupid. Oh, so hard to co-live with Chinese people. Korean people have, like, we had issues before, but I think compared to Chinese people and all the other people, it was such a tiny thing that we were complaining about when it comes to Korean people. Korean people have merged into our culture really well. Probably you cannot tell the difference. Yeah, but not Chinese people. But there are good Chinese people too, though. I have to say that I do have Chinese friends, so I don't want to become a racist or anything. But just saying. It, it surprises me that Japan have problems with the Vietnamese. Yeah, because sometimes I think it's them that they eat, like they catch our cows, not cows, but is it sheep? Like some animal, like they just stole some animal and ate it and so on. And also, I don't know. I just see the coverage of crimes committed by them. I don't specifically remember which crime, but it's not rare to see. Problematic Americans are usually streamers. Good point. Yeah. Anyway, no more super chat. I'm getting hungry, so you gotta give me a super chat, or else I will go eat. America had bad representative doing cherry blossoms last year. Did it? He was a big dummy hanging off a tree and making the leaves fall. Oh, that might have been a case. Yeah, that's the problem I have with foreign people here. That like it's not that guy alone. Like locally, I see like Muslim people too. Like they pinch. They do this to trees and just they want to get a good shot. Like to take a picture, and then they just smile and so on. And it's damaging the cherry blossoms, and I really want them to stop doing that. But I guess that in Japan we have common sense, but the common sense is not common worldwide. So we have to make sure that if we invite guests from other countries, then Japan must show, like we need to make our rules visible. While we just sense on a daily basis, we just have to write them all in writing so that foreigners can understand too. Oh, super chat! Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yay! Thanks for the stream, Yoko. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yay! I'm gonna stay a little bit, I guess, after our super chat. Thank you. Hey Yoko, it's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah, thanks for coming back. I've noticed that too. Whenever I see Chinese, they're also always so rude when it comes to tourism. They talk too much. I don't know why it is, but Chinese people, like their language is so loud, right? It's crazy how echoey the language is. But Americans too, by the way. You guys have like loud voice. Just telling you. I gotta tell you. I don't know how you do it. Like when I speak in English, American English, I try to imitate American pronunciation, but it's not as echoey because I don't know how to use my nose. I think your voice is probably echoing like here inside. I don't know how to do that yet. I have dated an American guy like over a decade ago. Well, what was that? How long was it? Like I'm getting old. I don't know. Like when I was like mid-20s, I was dating an American guy living here for a while, and he was annoyed by fellow Americans visiting here, and he could just hear like some loud people, and he was like American, Americans are loud and blah blah blah. He was complaining, but he's American. He was American too. That was funny. But yeah, but not as loud as Chinese, like a tourist, I guess. They have to be loud so they can better pronounce the words. Oh, it's hard to say things. By the way, in Japan, you have to be quiet in public, public transportation or restaurants. You gotta be, yeah, especially on trains. You are not supposed to speak much at all. If you do, you gotta whisper. That's the culture. You gotta make sure that you don't be annoying to other people. So whenever there is a loud person on trains, by the way, I'm like, I just look at them like, hey, who's talking? I don't know, very loud. Death stare. I always do that. Oh, my husband is home. Yeah. I was in Thailand for the past 2 weeks and it was so infuriating. The Chinese tourists were so disrespectful at the temples and acted like they were better than the local Thai people. Oh, that's bad. I mean, they have, like, culturally, they have Sinocentrism. They think that they're the center of the world. Wherever they go, they think that they are the best. So, yeah. Turks are the loudest. Really? I don't know. If I go to like Saitama, like Kawaguchi city, maybe I would know, but they are Kurdish people though from Turkey. I don't know if that counts. I don't think I know Turkish people. I know East Turkestan people though. They're good people. We fight against China together. So, but I don't know about Turkish people. Hey Yoko, I talk in trains, listen to music on trains, and eat while walking. Really? that's like that's like a festival going on there. Wow. The train system in Japan is great. It's a national treasure. Thank you. But of course, like drunk Japanese people or like young people are loud. But yeah, but it's just that we try not to. Like what's the ideal is that we need to be quiet. Hello. My husband is home. Guys, super chat. Super chat. Whenever I see my husband's face, I'm like, I need to receive super chat or else he's gonna cut the stream. Yeah. Anyway, man, I hope though that things gonna develop, like the war, the not the war, but like the Iran situation. I hope that will get better soon, so that we can go back to the normal news things. Right now, it's hard to follow what's going on. Yes. I hope that all the countries would just support Trump because we don't want Iran to arm with nuclear weapons, and also we don't want terrorism to spread. We don't want them supporting Russia in the when it comes to the invasion by them to Ukraine. Like I'm like, just stop everything. Oh, but when I was watching this coverage about like I was watching Yoshiko Sakurai, the conservative figure in Japan, very famous. I was watching her video today, and she was introducing some story that she heard from like an intelligence person in Japan, and I don't know what kind of intelligence. Oh no, not intelligence person in Japan. Sankei Shimbun reporter heard from some intelligence guy from another country, I think. And yeah, there was the rumor that Trump was having some kind of agreement with Putin behind the scenes, and then just to end the situation in Iran. I forgot the details, man. What was that about? But but the return though, like if Putin helps Trump, then in return the sanction will be eased and so on. So, and then after that, Trump wanted to ease the sanctions against against Russia too. So it kind of made sense. So that's scary. He did, yes, yes. Oh, super chat! Thank you so much, Brian. Hello, Yoko, husband. Hope you have a good lunch. Thank you. It's actually we're gonna have to have a dinner though. It's 5:30 p.m. here. It's the second time you gave me super chat earlier too, right? Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, yeah. When do you eat dinner, by the way? We usually have dinner at like 6, 6:30 or 7, around there. Go spend time with the husband, Yoko. Thank you. The auto translation on X have been great. Yeah, I agree. Yes, 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 yes. I'm of the opinion that the USA is struggling under the economic cost of maintaining its hegemony, and it's trying to craft a situation that can lead to an off ramp in the Ukraine war and while stepping back. Off ramp? What does off ramp mean? Let's see. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, yeah, I know. So I really wish that European countries would have like a different attitude, you know, yeah, a reasonable way for both sides to exist. Yeah. No, you gotta just stop Putin. Japanese people, by the way, I know that MAGA people tend to like Putin, but Japanese perspective is that Russia is occupying our northern territories illegally. Soviet Union took them, after unilaterally dropping the neutrality pacts that we had in between, and then it came to invade Japan, and they took our islands, and Soviet Union collapsed, and then and of course Russia started, but we don't have a peace treaty still after the World War II, and they haven't given us back the territories of us. And Putin, regardless of the efforts made by Shinzo Abe, like he gave a lot of like economic cooperation and so on, and Putin just took it, and then he didn't correspond to our request to return the islands, and they're just free riding, and they still haven't returned the islands, and we are, at least conservative people are angry about it. And so when we see Ukraine situation, we just think like, oh, we've seen that before, and we are there for Ukraine, and we need to do that because Xi Jinping is watching the Ukraine situation, and he will learn from that pattern. So we must not give, we must not let Putin win, because Xi Jinping will be encouraged by that. So that's why we stand with Ukraine. I got a pretty well-paying job, so I'm more generous now. Oh, that's awesome! Yay for your job! Thank you for, giving, like letting it flow to me too. I one day I wanna do better, with YouTube or whatever, or maybe X too. If I have more followers with the blue badge, then I think the pay is kind of generous too there. So if I can, I will post for my country and my friend countries. But at the same time, if I get rewarded for that, that would be awesome. And if I have more income, then I can invest in my settings. Like I could have a computer, good camera, good phone. Right now, my memory is full. I don't have the capacity anymore, and so on. But yeah, invest more with a microphone or hiring a staff to make videos. That would be so cool. But yeah, and then I kind of like if American people or people from the world, like I see that people in the world are enjoying the cultural exchange with Japanese people, and I have a feeling that if they get to see like Japanese sceneries more, then they will be excited. Like they will be curious to come to here, come visit, and also to have friends here, and that would reinforce our alliance. So that would be good. So I'm like, maybe I should travel around to show the Japanese places. That would be cool, but I need to work though, right? In order to make money first. Have a good bangohan. Yeah. I wonder what we're gonna have today. I'm always cooking, by the way. I'm a good housewife. I usually like every day I have we have miso soup. Miso soup is the best. You just I freeze everything, all the veggies in the fridge, and then freezer, and I just take out whatever ingredients I want, and then put in the pot, and add water, boil it, and then stop the not the fire, the heat, and then melt the miso. It's easy and nutritious. Yeah. Hi everyone. Hello. Thanks for coming. I was thinking of ending this stream soon, but I'm so glad that you joined though. At the end, I don't like Putin, but we cannot pay endless money to Ukraine. Yeah, but you gotta show strength and you gotta invest because you don't have the luxury to say that sort of things. You gotta stand up now, or else your countries will be invaded eventually. So that's the thing that the frustration that I have with European countries is there. That I don't think that they, like, of course, like financial limitation is there, but you gotta do whatever it takes to stop Putin right now, because it's about your survival. Japan, geographically, Ukraine situation is so far away, but we're investing tons of money and everything, and we have limitations, like military wise, but we're going around everything to contribute, and yeah. I don't see Zelensky getting out of it alive. His regime needs replacement. Yeah, that I was thinking that Zelensky must stay, but I could imagine like a picture other routes as well. I heard you ago that doing more videos weekly drives up channels being spread around more. Yeah, your support will be very helpful. Just wanted to drop a recommendation for Silence by Shusaku Endo about missionaries in Japan. Oh, silence. Oh, 沈黙. I've heard about it, I think. 左翼. My husband said, huh? 沈黙 meaning silence? Shusaku Endo? Leftist.
ものでね、感動するのはね、アメリカ人感動するの、クリスチャン感動するのは結構だけどね、ストーリーはね、財布が作ってんだ。
So the movie itself, like if Christian people in America see it and get moved by that, that's wonderful. But the story is written by a leftist. That's what my husband just said.
史実に基づいてない。
It's not based on historical facts.
まあ、
Huh?
キリスト教の信仰を守ってね、死んでいくのはね、感動するかもしれないけどね、歴史的事実に基づいてないでしょ。
If believing in Christian values and then dedicate your lives, that must be beautiful, but it's not based on facts. My husband is saying that. Yeah. No offense, it's just that Japanese leftists, they're good at artwork and novels and everything, and we are tired of it. So, just wanted to. No. Which type?
基本的に最後。
Oh yeah, Japanese Christians are fundamentally leftists. That's an important thing, yeah, to let you know.
沖縄のあれ見ても。
Oh yeah, recently this high school girl was killed in an accident in Okinawa when she was on a school trip to Okinawa, and the students. Yeah, it was a Christian school. I should probably write about it on X because it's important how leftists are ruining everything here. But yeah, they took the life.
船長も牧師だからね。
牧師って英語でどっち？ Pastor と Father. So basically, there was a school trip of a Christian school to Okinawa, and they went on their like the activities valid, but some groups chose this course, that is that they visit the oceans using on a boat, or actually two boats, right? And then they wanted to see the futenma, well, henoko, like U.S. base. Leftists are against U.S. bases in Japan, and Okinawa, of course, they have a big U.S. base. They are against the U.S. base, and then they wanted to see that from the oceans. They made the high school students, Christian high school students, on those boats. One of them sunk, and then the other went to rescue, and the other one, who was, what's the word? What was in charge of the boat? The old man died, and other kids were okay, but this one girl died as well, and it's been such a problem. Like what's the word? Like it's a crazy thing that we are talking about in Japan, and but those were basically leftist votes, and the who was in charge of the boat, who died, was actually the Christian. I don't know if it's pastor or father, but yeah, he was in charge, and he's a leftist. So if you are conservative in Japan,
公式な行事でね、行った先がね、アンティファだったら怒るだろう。そういうことなんか普通のサイズじゃないから。
so just picture that your kid goes to a school trip, and then it's a regular Christian school, but then you go on a school trip, and then your kids are visiting Antifa places, because that's what happened. They're like our Antifa. So yeah, repeat article 9. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, super chat, thank you so much. Yoko's husband's name is Hide Yoko's husband. Yeah. Thank you for your explanation. I can't wait to go back to Japan again. Amazing country. Thank you. Which type of food are you best at, Yoko? Many. But I like curry. I make curry, but like Indian style. It's the best, I guess. Taro aso is Christian too. That's interesting. I just appreciate it in those perspective. As a Japanese Catholic, I'm into Zen myself. Oh, I see, I see. Junko Furuta never received justice in Japan, in my personal opinion. Yeah. It always depends on the church, yeah. They didn't have live vests on. They did, but I think the size was wrong or something. That her something that no, I don't know what do you call it? Thread? I don't know what it's called. What to call it? Like something got stuck under when it flipped, and then she couldn't get out or something. You heard about the story? Yeah. Such a tragedy because the parents didn't know. Yo. Was Prime Minister Shinzo Abe a good or bad leader for Japan? Good, great, historically great Prime Minister. At the same time, though, not everything he did was good because he had limitations in his party. Because realistically, it's a big party that he was leading, and he had to listen to all kinds of people in the party in order to push what he wanted to do. So he compromised in many ways. And he was pushing globalism as well. So, yeah. Globalism to a certain degree is okay, I think, because we are supported by globalism as a nation. That's how Japan is maintaining our level as a country. But if it goes too much, then that's bad, right? So like we get dependent on other countries. So I don't know if my observation is generalizable, but I saw that on average Christian more on the right on Occident, more on the right Orient, Buddhist more on the right Orient, left in Occident. What is Occident? Wait, I can't spell. Why does it? I'm like writing it right. Occident. What does it mean? West? I don't know. Catholics are pretty base. Saint Thomas Aquinas created bridges into modern ethics and just war theory. I did mission it to Germany. Wow. Sorry, I didn't get the observation thing. It's hard to read. Right? Sorry. Anyway, what else? Should I go or should I stick? Western European countries. No, sorry. I'm not used to that term, so. But yeah, in Japan though, like, of course, like, traditionally we believe in Shinto combined with Buddhism. So patriots in Japan believe in Shinto and Buddhism. And if our people believe in Western things or like Islam and other things, then they're usually leftist. Of course, there are exceptions, but yeah, it's what it means to be a different country. Our foundation and backgrounds are different. Ooh, you should go unless someone gives you a super chat. Yeah, unless someone gives me a super chat, I should. Yeah, Leaders need to put their own country and our people first. Own people first. Yeah. Any predictions this week? I think that I wish that Iran situation would have a development, but I don't see anything happening. I think that it takes a while, like 2 to 3 weeks, right? Like Trump said that they're not withdrawing right away. It's gonna be 2 3 weeks. So there might be some some attack again, but I don't know. I just hope that. But Japanese people were concerned about national security though, because we do need oil. I don't know what my husband is doing. he's touching the green screen. Yeah, but that's yeah. And cherry blossom season is, I think it's gonna end soon, sadly, right? But spring is coming. Yeah, yeah. なんかあるかね、今週。何か起きると思いますか？ I asked my husband if anything is gonna happen this week, and he's like, this week? No. Why do Christians vote left in Japan? Because they're twisted. I don't think that they are like genuinely liking Christianity. They're probably because the way they are, because they just hate Japan and they want something different.
個人の信者がね、そうっていうわけでもないんだけどね。
Like on an individual level, they're not all leftists. Probably there are many kinds of people, but like as a group,
団体とか学校とか
group, schools, yeah, it's usually leftists. On the average, Western Christian more in right, Asian Christian more on left. Yeah, Asian Buddhist more on the right, Western Buddhist more on the left. Yeah. Now I get it. Thank you for rephrasing that. Thank you so much. Now I get it. I agree. Yeah, because the backgrounds are different. So, it's which reminds me that when I first started to interact internationally, there are foreign people living here in Japan as well, and I became good friends with them. But they were actually liberals. That's why when I started to do my political activities, I either I cut the ties or they cut the ties, and I'm no longer friends with them. But because they started to bash me, like, oh, Yoko, you're wrong, and blah blah blah. I'm like, But yeah, it happens because I think it's the same like as me, that I love my country so much that it's hard for me to leave my country. But those people in Japan, it's easy for them. They don't want to be in their countries because they have fantasized about Japan and they think that Japan is a country for them. Like if they are patriots, they wouldn't have that sort of thought process, right? They would just stay in their country and make the best out of the country they are in. But they are not doing that, and rather they are just enjoying Japan in a wrong way, if you know what I mean. So that's what happens with leftists, that they are drawn to other countries in the wrong way. I love America, and I've always loved America, but I used to be leaning to liberalism before growing up because of our education and the interaction with foreigners like that. But after I got interested in politics and started to do like activities, political activities, then I started to see things differently. And even though I've loved America before as well, but it's like adding to adding new things, so it looks like America. Even though I'm looking at the same America, it looks different. So it's really interesting. Yes. Why is Japan against foreigners? We're not against foreigners. We are against those who cannot obey to our rules. Like we hate rule breakers, like violating rules. It doesn't matter where they're from. Like even Japanese people too. Like Japanese X is now kind of happy and positive because of the interaction with the Americans and so on. But before that, it was so negative because people were complaining about those who don't have common sense and the unfair treatment that they got in a store and so on. They were complaining about, basically we complain about rules and how mistreated we are and so on. And we think in a mass of like a group of ex-users together, like, oh, it should be this and that, the rules should be this and that. And we talk about the rules all the time. So nowadays, though, our economy is bad, so we are dependent on tourism, and it's over tourism now, and we are having issues because of that. So now our frustration goes to our politicians and foreigners who break rules. Yeah. Toyokoki still a thing? Maybe, but they sometimes deal with it and other times don't. So I don't know. But stupid people will be always stupid. So they choose to be that way because they are so sad. And sometimes you gotta let them experience whatever they want to experience, in my opinion. But there are leftists who get like financial aid from the local authorities and so on, who establish NPO or NGO or whatever, and then help those kids, like give out free food and so on with our taxation money. That's what they do because they want to feel, they want to think that they are good people. What would Japan look like if the shogunate returned? We will fight again and same and do the same cycle over again. Anyway, no more super chat. If no more super chat, I need to go. I'm getting hungry. Suka-chan is an example of a hybrid Japanese and American culture. American bomber jacket made with kimono material. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love it when cultures merge because Japan, of course, today Japan is awesome, but it's a it's the result of all the merging in the past. So, yeah. And Japan too, we have like a high level of technology, but at the very beginning, it was influenced by Western nations, especially European countries back then. So, yeah. Have you been watching the Matrix? You mean the movies or? I don't know. Why is it all capitalized? It's like the chat is screaming. That's like a Linkin Park lyrics. When I first got Linkin Park album when I was in high school, or maybe I was in junior high school, I don't remember, like 15 years old. I couldn't read their lyrics because it was all capitalized, and I was like, what? But doesn't that sadness stem from how the society is, as a matter of fact that this happens in South Korea too? Many South Koreans are escaping what they call hell joseon. It's not really about a society because the environment is the same for everyone in Japan. Like, of course, the household is different, but in Japan, like, our system is good enough that the parents can receive what you call like a financial aid from the local authority, and of course abuses and so on happen, but the kids just don't know how to think, so they just need the right adults to teach them things like how to live, how to think, and so on. But yeah, like I myself had a difficult adolescent time. Like I was depressed too, but it was not really about the society. I just didn't know how to live. So glad to have discovered this channel. Have a good bangohan. Thank you so much. Glad that you like me and my channel. Yes, thank you, thank you. Yeah, like this channel though is like, I mean, I'm basically only live streaming weekly, but I've been asking you guys to ask me questions, and I've been answering, and I think that through that we've trained each other well. So like yeah, it's been a process. Yeah. No more super chat. I guess I hear the local music like telling that it's 6 o'clock. Right? Oh, it's 3 minutes before 6 o'clock. I should go strike. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Just reading the comments at the end. He might be in the all caps rage. I kind of like it though, the all caps, like rah 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 rah. It's like screaming. I have seen is that Japan gets overhyped and they only like showing the good things, but it is like every country. Yeah, of course. It's the I think that compared to other countries, it's the ratio or percentage that it's a little bit better. Like we have less problems compared to other countries of because we are an island nation, and it's not like where, as in Europe, for example, people from other countries can walk into your country, but Japan is not like that. So that's probably the difference that it's making. Yes. But Japanese culture is unique though, that like I love America because American people, like I don't think you would see it that way, but to me, like at least from a Japanese person in Japan, American people are so positive. The culture is really, really positive, productive, and like you don't waste your time. You're so reasonable, and you are cheerful. You like fun things. Your humor is amazing, but not like in Japan. We have our own, but it's really like dark. Our culture is really dark and oftentimes negative or critical. We are critical people, critical thinking 24/7. It's, yeah, we don't know how to have fun. We work to death. So, yeah. But yeah. Oh, super chat at the end. Thank you so much always for your support. Thank you. Yay. The chat is singing in the end by Linkin Park if you're wondering. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard I try. Keep it in mind, I designed these rhymes explaining due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch countdown as the pendulum swings. Watch countdown, by the end of the day, the clock sticks like for way. So unreal. Somebody has to stop me. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Once I stop singing, I know that I won't be able to end. So, the virtual end, no, I don't know what it is. It seems strange to pledge your allegiance to a flag. Yes, we did that at school growing up. Cool. I don't know about overhyped. It's probably adequately hyped. Not many countries export as much media and culture as Japan does. It's interesting because we don't think about that much. We thought that South Korea is doing well with K-pop and so on. So at first it began by like they wanted to show the difference between North Korea and South Korea, and South Korea started to export their K-pop and so on. It worked so well, and we were saying like Japan has to do the same, but it just naturally happened. I think nowadays our athletes are doing well as well. Like figure skaters or Otani, Shohei Otani, baseball player, and there are many great athletes from Japan. But what's interesting is that it's happening naturally, like it's a result of freedom in our country. Whereas if you compare with China, for example, in order to raise good athletes in China, they have a university or something for that. They put kids in there and then they try to raise the athletes, and it doesn't work as well. So that's very interesting to me. Yeah. You didn't look up below, watch time go right out the window. I love how racist Japan is. That's not a compliment. But there are people in Japan who are happy about that claim, and I'm like, oh, I don't think so. Because Japanese people are not racist. We love other cultures and we love foreign people. It's just that when it comes to like forming a society, we need specific like regulations and so on, where Japanese people are not exploited and so on, if you know what I mean. So that's why we're hurrying, because it's not fair to Japanese people, and that like basically like there are always loopholes, in legal framework, and the foreigners in Japan are just free riding, or they're taking advantage of our legal framework. At least that's how we feel. So that's why we're trying to change that under Takaichi administration. Yeah. So. Yeah. Because Japanese people are so like rather, I don't know, we like foreign things. As I said, like we are an island nation, and we just have this longing for other countries and other cultures. Different things look appealing to us, so we want to learn, right? So yes, just watch you go. Anyway, I heard Japan loves cowboy culture. Not sure how true it is. It is true, because it's so American. Like being so unapologetically American is fun. I don't know how to like verbalize this feeling, but like when you see like America stuff, it's like, oh, it's so America, and it's just fun as it is. It's hard to explain that. Foreign things, not foreign people. Not necessarily. Like there are a lot of foreign people in the political field on the conservative side. We have a lot of like Americans and Ukrainians and Chinese and Korean. Where else? And also like when it comes to my political activities against China, I have friends here in Japan with like Tibetans, Uyghurs, or Mongolians, Hong Kongers, and Cambodians, Indians. Yeah, like we cooperate together, and we do like that sort of friendship and everything. When it's like independent minded people, of course, but yeah, like you're probably like looking at Japan from outside probably doesn't reflect what Japan truly is. We are like conservative people in Japan. People on the right side are proud of our tolerant culture. And whenever I say it, like right wings in the West have some kind of allergy, like you just don't get it and you don't want to get it because you have fantasized about Japan. But that's not true at all. And all the right wing comments that you see on X, they are like the percentage in entire Japan is really, really small. So you gotta be careful with like social media because what you see doesn't mean that it's a major thing in Japan because algorithm shows you what you like. So Japan is very liked here in France. Really? That's great to hear. Did you see Macron doing Kamehameha? Like Dragon Ball Z thing with Takaichi. That caught a lot of attention in Japan. We were happy to see that. America. Gas price is high in Japan right now. Not really because our government dealt with it, but it's not gonna last long. So we gotta figure out what to do. Yeah, it would have been much higher without it. Even in Japanese classic samurai battle scene, they use Western cowboy music. Like we love the cowboy movies too. It's a popular thing. And also like the movie series like Indiana Jones, for example. That's so American and so cool. It's popular here. Or Terminator. It's good movies in the past. Yeah. Ninja. Yeah. Anyway, I guess I should go and let you guys go. Yeah. This is a weekly live stream, so I'm gonna come back next week as well. Okay? Yeah, I'll be here. Okay. Make sure to follow me on X. Okay. And tell your friends and families about Random Yoko. I would appreciate more followers and subscribers. I hope to make videos too, but I've been like extremely busy somehow. I need to learn how to do time management. Also, by the way, I learned how to breathe well. It's so random, I know, but yeah, last night I just came across this YouTube short because I wanted to fall asleep, I couldn't, so I was watching YouTube. What happens, right? And then this random guy showed how to breathe. I was breathing like to the like I was like going up, and the guy was telling that the nose is built this way, like this way, right? So you gotta like go below, and then he actually fulfills my lungs. I didn't know how to do it. Until now, I've been alive for decades and I had issues with breathing. Now I finally realized I was doing it wrong. And then my stomach hurt last night and this morning, and both times I breathed in the right way for a while, and it just it made the pain go away. It's so stupid. Anyway, yes, calm you down. It kind of refreshes me. I feel like here in the brain. Anyway, I am rambling. Happy Easter morning! Yay! Happy Easter morning! I should make a post about Easter. Yeah, thank you, guys. Yes, thanks, Yoko. Enjoy your food. Thank you. The food that I'm gonna make. I need to make. by myself. Okay. I'll buy a billboard to advertise your channel. Yeah, do it. Do it. Do it. Okay. As an American, I propose a trade agreement. We give you big guns, you give us anime. Not sword, but anime. That's funny. Okay, anyway. Thank you so much. It's hard to say bye, but I'm gonna go, okay? Have a good night. It's night there. Thank you so much for sticking to the end. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really enjoyed our conversation. Come back next week. Okay. Be well. Okay. Follow me on X and so on.